Good evening to all my hoodies. Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again for another The Hood Table podcast with your girl Tanya. On the way in, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed, please and thank you very much. Now, as you all know, we've been going over what we are learning each day of the R. Kelly trial, and today was trial day 13. And just to remind you, or let some of you who don't know what R. Kelly is on trial for, he is facing a multitude of charges from sex trafficking to forced labor and violations of the Mann Act, racketeering, sexual exploitation of children, and kidnapping. So let's rehash some of what we found out on day 13 of the R. Kelly sex trafficking trial. And don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Now, today, the jury heard from two different women who were the eighth and ninth accusers to testify against the singer. One of the ladies went by the name Sonia. The other lady went by the name Anna. But let's first discuss Sonia first, since she was the first to testify. So far, not only have we learned that R. Kelly allegedly would give false hopes to inspiring artists in order to get inside their pants and or panties, allegedly, but he also gave false hopes to aspiring women set out to be the next famous radio host. Now, whether this aspiring radio host's real name is Sonia, I don't know, but that is what she went by in court today. Sonia, who is now 39 years old, testified in court that when she met the singer, she was a single mother trying to make it big as a radio host. Knowing that R. Kelly was a big time celebrity at the time, landing an interview with him would have definitely jump started her radio career. So she set out to try to arrange an interview with the singer. Sonia had first met R. Kelly in 2003 at a mall in Salt Lake City, Utah, where she requested to interview him. But for some reason, he couldn't oblige her with an on site interview nor a phone call at the time. Instead, he gave her his phone number and told her it would be best if she flew out to his Chicago Factory Music Studio in Chicago. After R. Kelly arranged her trip, including a paid flight, her boss gave her a recorder to use for the interview. When she arrived by taxi to the studio in Chicago, Sonia immediately realized that something wasn't quite right. She told the jury that she was approached by one of R. Kelly's associates with all types of weird, strange questions, including asking her if she needed any protection. Specifically, they were referring to condoms. Not flying all the way to Chicago for sex, appalled and taken aback, Sonia told the jury that she said, "No, I'm not here for that." After she refused the need for a condom, his associates made a photocopy of her ID. They then asked for the phone numbers of the people she most recently been in contact with from her phone. Among the phone numbers, two of those were close friends. Another was the contact information for her grandmother. Once she relinquished that information, she was led to a room where she claims to have been locked up for 2 days. But before they locked her up, the associates broke down all the house rules for her, and I put that in quotes, all the house rules for her. She could not leave the room, use the bathroom, or eat anything without the singer's permission. After spending a few days locked up and starving, she testified that she requested a meal and was provided Chinese food. Despite her being deprived of no food nor water for several days, after taking a few bites of her food, she suddenly became extremely full, drowsy, and fell unconscious. When she had come back to, she realized that her clothes and underwear had been removed. She also noticed that her vaginal area was wet. It had like some wet stuff in between her thighs as she set eyes on R. Kelly nearby pulling up his pants. Sonia felt like she had been assaulted while she was unconscious. What she told the jury was that the food and or drink left her confused. "I didn't know where I was at. I was sexually assaulted. Someone was inside of me that was not invited." Now, even though I'm not surprised at all at what happened to Sonia, allegedly, what did surprise me was that after being put through all of that, R. Kelly could have at least taken a few minutes to grant her an interview. Don't you think? But she never did get that interview. Up until this 13th day of the R. Kelly trial, Sonia had never revealed her alleged assault publicly. On cross examination, she was asked by Kelly's defense attorney, Devereaux Canick, could the food she had eaten might have had MSG in it. Can you believe that? The attorney asked her could she have become ill from the MSG in the food. Canick also asked her why she never reported it. Did you call 911? After you were raped, according to you, you didn't call 911, Devereaux asked. Sonia, now 39, claims that she didn't report the crime because she felt threatened by R. Kelly's team. Not only had R. Kelly made her sign two NDAs, neither which she had read, he also had the contact information for some of her loved ones. But what really made her possibly feel threatened was when his associates told her, don't fuck with Mr. Kelly, before she was allowed to leave. As anyone probably would, she took that as a possible threat against her family and friends, especially when they also told her to keep her mouth shut. So y'all make sure y'all let me know how y'all feel about that particular accuser, that particular witness. Now, moving on to the other woman who testified in court today by the name of Anna, who met R. Kelly in South Carolina in 2016. At the time, she was 19 or 20 years old. Anna was actually one of Kelly's live-in girlfriends who had also participated in the surviving R. Kelly Lifetime series. Anna claimed to have had a volatile relationship with the singer. Anna told the jury it was fun in the beginning. After she met him, they exchanged phone numbers. Then a few months later, they met up in Atlanta. However, she said the relationship later became violent and controlling. And we've heard from the series and from other accusers how Kelly would punish them even if they glanced at another man, which is what Anna described in court. She claims that Kelly had slapped a girlfriend in the face for looking at another man. But shortly after meeting up with the star, Anna moved in with him and kept him company on his tours. And again, soon the relationship went from fun to violent and controlling. On the stand, Anna recalled a time when the two of them had got into an argument at a concert which had turned violent. And just as some of the other accusers have stated, Anna couldn't, again, look in the direction of any other men and had to wear ball caps and baggy clothes like he made the other women wear. She also mentioned how he forbade her from wearing any makeup. If and when she broke one of his rules, one of the punishments was to take away her cell phone privileges. Sometimes that would last for months on end. Also, similar to what Jane Doe number 5 and others have stated, Anna was at times forced to urinate in a cup. When on the road with Kelly, she would be left in his van. If she had to use the restroom and couldn't reach out to him to get permission, she'd have to settle for a cup instead. Not only would she be denied phone privileges for breaking his rules, but she could also face a spanking as well, which he would then record on his iPad. Jane Doe number 5 also recalled how he would spank women and then have them send him a message stating that they enjoyed being spanked. Jane Doe number 5 also claims that she didn't enjoy the spankings, such as the same thing Anna told the jury today. But as far as using the bathroom in a cup, on cross-examination by Canick, she was asked, could it have been more of a security concern rather than a controlling issue? These questions from that attorney are bizarre. But anyway, do y'all recall on trial day 9 when Faith testified that R. Kelly would make her walk back and forth naked in front of him? Anna accused him of doing the same thing to her for punishment. While calling her names such as stupid or slut, she would have to walk back and forth naked in front of him. Upon being cross-examined by Canick, Anna was also asked why she didn't leave, to which Anna said she would try to leave, but the singer wouldn't allow her to leave with any clothes that he had purchased for her. The only clothing and shoes that she had was purchased by him. From what she explained to the jury, it seemed as if she wasn't even allowed to leave with any shoes on. Canick asked her, "You could leave whenever you wanted to, correct?" Anna, who testified that she didn't want to be with a man with other girlfriends, replied that the only shoes I had, or the only clothes that I had, was the ones that he purchased. I tried to leave with my shoes on. So, from what I gather, from what we heard today and thus far, um, I get the picture that once Kelly had the women where he wanted them, he then take everything from them, then take things also to blackmail them. Then he would give them what he wanted them to have. But if they threatened to leave him, he would deny them of taking anything he had purchased for them, which was all they had. And that would be including shoes. And just in case y'all forgot, in Deronda Pace's situation, she had to lie to get away from him. One day she told Kelly that she needed to pick up a pair of shoes from her uncle who lived a few houses down. The shoes and the uncle were what R. Kelly had actually talked about. Remember when he was in that interview with Gayle King? Yeah. The shoes and the uncle were what the singer was referring to in an interview with Gayle King. R. Kelly had given Pace permission to get the shoes from her uncle's house down the street as long as she came right back. But she did not. Pace instead left everything behind except for her cell phone, then ran away, called for help, and never looked back. And here we are today on day 13 of the R. Kelly sex trafficking trial. Again, everybody, make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed, and follow us on IG, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and TikTok as well. And then we do have a website, thehoodtable.com. And for those of you who are subscribed to our newsletters that come out once a month on our website, thehoodtable.com, please check your email because I sent out the newsletter the other day for the month of September. If it's not in your email, check your spam because sometimes it might go into your spam box and then just mark it as not spam, so it won't go to your spam box. And if you are a member of the Hood Table on our YouTube channel, we are going to be having some giveaways coming up this coming Friday for our members. So make sure you guys tune in this Friday for our Friday Night Live, which comes on at 9 p.m. Actually, we might do 8 p.m. We might do 8 p.m. Anyway, I'll set the notification. So if you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and have the notification button on, then you will receive the notification. But it'll either be at 8 or 9 p.m. on Friday, which is tomorrow. So on that note, everybody, like and share the video. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and never forget to always keep it hood. Bye.